It's market day at the fest hall, and they don't have music today?
No, no music.
No music today. Okay, they usually
Yesterday we had, last time we had to speak over the
but
music.
it's open on Tuesday and Thursday, and here comes our first train. It's one of 4 that's coming through. So.
I'm not familiar with the word festtal. Is that a German word?
I think it means festival hall. They might. What fest hall? What does he wants to know what fest hall means?
Market house. H-A-U-S is house, and or festival house where they have their festivals. We have our Oktoberfest there, and but it means festival hall or market or. All of this was part of original Cullman that we didn't want. The community did not want torn down.
Yes.
So one man came in and started it, and we restored it to what it is today. Shops and all of us are just thrilled that it what got partly because some of my kinfolks had this first building. So Ralph at the Rumors Deli is going to show us a picture, and we're going to talk about the strawberry days. Strawberry.
When it was Alabama Produce Company.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, on this picture, you can see where the train, they would back up the cars and load out the produce out of the back of the building. Oh, okay.
Found it.
Oh, great. And what they would do is load up produce and send it up north. Cullman was known for their produce back then, or still is. You can see the track, and then you can see the old Model T.
Above ground. We need to,
You can see the Model T cars back here. I mean trucks where they're loading up in the peck baskets. And their stolid dress back then. And you can see the smokestacks are still. And this is the dirt road here with the trees across the street where this building is. And I don't know the year this was taken, but
this was, I'll read this little bit under here. The German Farmer Shippers Association was organized in 1904 to help Cullman farmers market their strawberries and vegetables. Mike has a great story I'm going to let him tell. This organization had a membership of 200. Even in 1904, 200 was lots of strawberry farmers, and was doing an annual business of $100,000 6 years later. Strawberries and strawberry wine were predominant products of Cullman County until the late freeze in 1940. Wiped out almost the entire crop, followed by sugar rationing during World War II, which curtailed the wine production. Cullman County has never regained the heyday of these fruits of the wine. Note the wagons filled with crates of strawberries above. And they would come in, and then the next building was somewhere in between. I would say, Greg, what would you say? Now, I would say 1940.
I don't know.
well, my mother remembers bringing strawberries here to be shipped.
All right, and that
she was
would
born
have
in
been,
33, so but she had to pick a crate of strawberries before they went to school every morning.
That's
her
right.
and Millie.
Yeah, yeah.
And one year, my grandpa had the first crate of strawberries.
Okay, I remember.
First, yeah. And when you had the first crate, that meant you got the most money.
That's right. That's right. But Michael tells the story. Tell them about shipping the strawberries up the way.
When the Pinehearts originally had the strawberry business here in Cullman.
That was here.
They would do they would gather the strawberries and actually load them up onto the train before they were even sold. So as soon as they were loaded up on the train and the train started headed north, they would get on the phone and do what they called a rolling sale. They would actually sell the strawberries as the train was moving, and they would continue dialing phones and businesses further north until all the strawberries were sold. And in many places, especially the further north you went, the strawberries were considered a delicacy in many areas north of here and were highly prized and sought out. So the amazing thing was having the confidence of sticking lots of strawberries on a train and knowing that before the end of the day you'll have them sold, and they did. And that's the way it worked out all the time.
Oh, kind of like the honor system. Yeah, between here and there.
And that's where they loaded them, right here
Yeah.
on the train.
Yeah. Now, for the newcomers, you can see in the picture here that the railroad was up. It was up originally until
Around 1913,
somewhere along there.
13 and like 18, around the time of World War I.
Colonel Cullman did it, outlined Cullman, and even with the railroad purposely, so that people riding the train through could see all of the main, because this was the main downtown along the railroad. And then later on, they decided, was Colonel Cullman dead then?
Yeah,
He had died.
Colonel Cullman had passed away, and in his will, he set aside some money to have the railroad lowered, because before he died, he had already started seeing that when the trains would stop, it would separate the east and west parts of town. And the problem with that was if there was, say, a fire on one side of the town and the fire station was on the other side of town, well, you could see if there's no railroad bridges to go over, the fire truck's going to have to go around the train. So that was his initial intention. And around the after he died in the late 1800s, they started raising money, and then around the 1910s in that area, they had enough money and started digging the railroad tracks to lower them and built what I call viaducts.
Viaducts.
We call them viaducts. Viaducts over the railroad track, and we should be thankful. We take for granted now that we just can go right over the bridge and not give it a second thought. But we should be thankful for the folks that came before us, that they saw that was going to be a problem, and they did something about it.
Colonel Cullman had great forethought. Of course, now we have those everlasting red lights.
We just had some forethought on that. That's it.
Little ways up, you can get where you turn in.
Yeah.
It's the track and you get sit. So you appreciate
Yeah.
that even more.
That's right, that's right.
Watch that there.
Of
Okay,
course, we've revived it. They do
yeah,
have it.
it's
They do
been
have it.
revived in the last,
Couple
here
years.
are my strawberry festival. This is 40, and this is 41. And so I will cherish those.